Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Here's the second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. That's a strong stiff arm. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. That's a design quarterback keeper. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle. Now it's second down here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And the Canes will try to keep this drive moving. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Quickly. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw it again. Running out of time in the pocket. Bringing pressure. He's moving out of the pocket now. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Toss play to the outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's the tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down. Third down after that running play.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He'll hand it off. They've got him, but not before making first down yards to move the ball to the 41.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to field it. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Quarterback keeps the football. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down, in great scoring position. The Hurricanes are going to cash in this red zone trip. Trying to run it. It's Brown. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Miami. Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. This should be the last play of the quarter. Secondary backed up off the ball now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Aurora. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Linebacker shifting around now. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Nolan. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
On the ground, it's Smith. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the wideout goes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown for the U. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Been doing some good things in the last drive. Moved it a long way, but eventually stalled out. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Takes the handoff. It's Smith. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Send the back in motion. They'll run the option. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. The sure hands. It's Smith. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
He'll hand it off. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Might have to try the extra point. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Turner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Ball's incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
On the run, it's Smith. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense cannot be stopped.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. And give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it's field. The returner trying to create good field position here. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Finds room at the 30. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Carr. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. The Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught near the sideline. It's Brown. Only goes down after a short game. That's not enough for the first down. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
He's going to pull it down and run. Finding space at the 20. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. This time enough for one more play in the half. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. This try is no good. still losing by 14 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field.
We'll do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the same runner's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Gonna run it. It's Smith. Stopped right there at the line with no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Important second down play coming up. Here's that defense shifting again. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. They feed it to the back again and again. Nowhere to run. Running game has been smothered.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
He'll drop back here on third down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
We've just kind of gotten into the habit of seeing this offense just convert on these third downs. It's a rare stop. That first half, they seem to score every possession. What decision do they make here on 4th down?
Bringing you back, it's Carr. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! And we'll set up with PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Back to pass. It's Nolan. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Buckeyes line it up with 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So the offense flexing here, and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Defense not pressing this time. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Snags a quick throw. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking for some space. It's Smith. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to pass. It's Nolan. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him, but great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. And the Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, These receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds.
Touchdown, Canes. Still no answer for this offense. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Now the try for the two-point conversion. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Play action fake, looking to throw. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
This is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Here's the second down play. No press here. The defense backing away. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. He's found some room at the 45. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Buckeyes are on the move here. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. And the quarterback just kneels down. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.